Trump's election fraud comments in the debate on Tuesday were just downright crazy, and I'll tell you why. And I think one of the biggest reasons is, he's making these election fraud comments just to try and suppress the vote. Now I know the right wing's gonna be like, no, there's fraud. And I think you can take it all as a grain of salt, because right wingers are always going to cry fraud when they know they're about to lose an election. And now look, do I think that he could win? I've said it a million times on my podcast, and I do. I do think he could win, and I'm not one of those Looney Tune centrist Democrats or moderate Republicans, if there are any, who kind of go to Joe Biden for a sense of normalcy, which normalcy means nothing. And it just means going back to the times of Obama and Biden, and nothing really happened for us, middle-class people. Anyway, aside from that off the rails comment, Trump in the debate kind of goes into, oh my God, there's going to be so much fraud, and there's elections of fraud like you've never seen before. It's always like you've never seen. I'm the least racist person you've ever seen, okay? Yeah, okay. We're gonna have numbers like you've never seen. We're gonna have this like you've never seen. It's the same thing from Trump. It's annoying and old and boring. Kind of like him. I'm sorry, right wingers, did I offend you? Anyway, and so he makes these comments about, oh my God, there's fraud, and then there's, just the other day they found two, they're finding election ballots in the creeks. They found some in a waste paper basket. Just happened to have the name Trump, by the way. Like, those comments right there, it just kind of tell you as much as you need to know. Like, Trump is just making things up as he goes, and it's not based off reality, right? Now, on my Facebook page, I've seen one right-winger kind of post like, oh my God, look, and it's from a right-wing website, but no independent website has confirmed that. Trump probably just thought it up, Again, it's nothing. And, but then he goes into this other comment of, it's a fraudulent election. Hey, but we're going to do really well because people love what I'm doing. They love the job we're doing. We're absolutely going to do well. Well, wait, hold on. I thought it was a fraudulent election. You said, oh my God, it's all fraud. It's all fraud. It's all fraud. Well, if it's all fraud, then why would you say you're going to do well? I mean, I would think, oh, gee, it's going to be a bunch of fraud. I don't know if I'm going to do well. Right? And so Trump is kind of going back and forth here. He's kind of contradicting himself. I can't speak. And I think that's also dangerous too, where it's, hey, the election is fraud. If I lose, it's fraud. Okay? And Proud Boys stand by and stand back, or stand back and stand by comment, hey, that means if I lose, I'm going to claim fraud, and I want you all to start a civil war. That's literally what Donald Trump is saying. Like, oh my God, I want you to cause violence because obviously I didn't win the election because I'm a terrible, horrible candidate and a terrible president, like Obama, right? Centrists, don't lose yourself. Don't lose your crap. Anyway, he basically is making that comment of, I'm not going to accept the results, because they were asked by Chris Wallace, are you going to accept the results? And just like in 2016, he was setting the table pretty much, setting it up. Oh, there's going to be fraud. They're rigging the election. Who knows? I don't know. That's crazy. It's crazy talk, right? So what he's doing now is he's setting the table. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, that's the dangerous thing you got to look out for, is God forbid he loses, and he calls his people, and his people, like the Kyle Rittenhouses of the world, are now starting to run people over with their cars. They're starting to shoot people up. They're starting to cause fires. They're starting to protest. you know, Trump's going to demand recounts, and you know, hopefully he's hoping that the now he and the Republicans who've caught coronavirus have gotten better so that they can confirm Amy Coney Barrett. Um, Again, it's bizarre that what he's saying is, oh, if I win, I'm going to be totally quiet, everything will be fine. But if not, it's all fraudulent, and I'm going to have my boys go out there and hurt people just because I lost. And of course, Joe Biden's answer was, oh, well, yeah, of course. Look, if I lose, I lose. That's it. Can't do anything about it. I'm going to go back in the basement. If I win, great. I'd love to win. If he wins, well, okay. I don't know. And Trump is like, no, if I lose, it's fraud. And he's complaining about mail-in fraud. Did you know that Mike Garcia, in the California special election for, I don't remember, or Katie Hill, her seat went up for grabs. And, they had an all mail-in ballot. Well, that mail-in ballot election, guess what? That vote by mail actually helped the Republican. And I love how he's talking about fraud, going back to Trump, when they've actually found mail carriers who are opening the ballots and then putting in Republicans over Democrats, even though people fill out Democrats. You had in, I think it was South Carolina, or North or South Carolina, where they had people delivering people's ballots for them and taking people's ballots and then putting Republican names on them. So basically they would fill them out and then they would leave some of them blank. And then they would, throw some of them away. And it was just a big sort of problem and fraudulent activity that even the Republicans on the state election board were like, yeah, dude, we can't confirm this guy into the seat. So if they're going to complain about fraud, I mean, and the Florida governor, Ron DeSantis, he's openly saying, I'm rigging the election here. So, by the way, George W. Bush's brother, Jeb Bush, he rigged the Florida election for his brother. But they don't complain about fraud when it comes to that. Oh, no, it's only when Democrats win and they look like they're going to lose. Jeez, they're all hypocrites, and Trump especially.